Right now, inside Apple's highly secure supply chain warehouses, millions of brand new, fully manufactured 2026 Apple TV 4K units are sitting locked in their shipping boxes. They are completely finished and ready to deploy, yet Apple is literally holding this hardware hostage. You cannot buy one today. Instead, if you walk into an Apple store right now, the retail shelves only display the older, third-generation model. That current box might even look tempting with recent price cuts, but you need to listen to me very carefully before you reach for your wallet. Buying a current Apple TV today is easily the biggest financial mistake you can make in the entire tech ecosystem. If you purchase the current model today, you're falling directly into a highly strategic trap. Major supply chain leaks have confirmed that Apple's engineering teams have finished a revolutionary, ground-up overhaul of their premium streaming box. The physical hardware is completely locked down, but Apple executives refuse to ship it to stores yet for one specific reason: software. They are intentionally holding back this massive hardware release, so it can launch in perfect lockstep with tvOS 27 and a next-generation, AI-driven version of Siri. Apple knows that launching a super-powered box alongside the current, frequently frustrating version of Siri, which still struggles with basic smart home commands and movie playback, would be a total public relations disaster. Tech reviewers would instantly tear it apart. To avoid this, Apple is keeping the completed hardware locked away in dark warehouses until their new ambient artificial intelligence network is absolutely flawless. To truly understand why the current model is a trap, we have to look closely at the architecture sitting on shelves today. The third-generation Apple TV runs on the aging A15 Bionic chip. While that silicon handles baseline tasks like launching Netflix or playing a YouTube video perfectly fine, there's a fatal flaw Apple isn't warning you about. The current box only packs 4 gigabytes of RAM. In the era of modern artificial intelligence, a 4 gigabyte memory pool is a massive terminal bottleneck. Localized AI software requires massive memory bandwidth to process contextual commands directly on device. It is technically impossible to run Apple Intelligence on a machine with only 4 gigabytes of RAM. The exact moment Apple activates its new artificial intelligence ecosystem, the current Apple TV will instantly become a legacy device. Its resale value will plunge to zero, and you will be permanently locked out of every major future feature. This is exactly where the math gets incredibly interesting, because the 2026 Apple TV 4K is executing a massive technological leap. Apple is completely skipping the A16 generation and jumping their streaming box straight to the premium A17 Pro processor, the exact same 3nm silicon found inside their $1,000 flagship smartphones. Dropping a pro-level smartphone chip into a living room accessory might sound like absolute overkill, but Apple's goal is no longer just building a basic media player. They are systematically transforming the Apple TV into a localized AI command center for your entire household. The A17 Pro introduces hardware-accelerated ray tracing for console-quality television gaming, but the real breakthrough is the onboard neural engine. This chip delivers enough computational muscle to handle complex, conversational Siri requests locally, protecting your privacy by running commands right in your living room without routing your personal data to a remote cloud server. But high-end processing power is completely useless without a bulletproof network connection. There is nothing worse than a movie buffering right at a dramatic climax, or smart home lights lagging after a vocal command. To solve this, supply chain leaks reveal that Apple is integrating their highly secretive, custom-designed N1 wireless chip into the 2026 model. The N1 silicon introduces full native support for both Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6. If you have a modern Wi-Fi 7 router, this hardware ensures virtually zero data loss and instant playback, even in busy households where multiple people are streaming intensive 4K feeds simultaneously. Furthermore, Apple is aggressively positioning this custom N1 chip to make the Apple TV the literal central nervous system of your smart home by building the modern Matter networking standard directly into the motherboard. Normally, Constructing a reliable smart home requires spending hundreds of dollars on separate third-party hubs and bridges just to keep your smart blinds and light switches connected. Apple is burying all of that expensive routing technology straight into the new Apple TV box at no extra cost, offering an aggressive value proposition that you can only cash in on if you wait for the refresh. This hardware overhaul extends directly to the physical remote control. Apple has finally addressed years of user complaints regarding lost remotes by building a dedicated ultra-wideband chip right into the Siri remote's premium aluminum frame. The technology works exactly like a $29 AirTag, allowing you to pull out your iPhone and use precision finding to locate your remote down to the exact inch inside your couch cushions. The updated remote will also feature long-awaited backlit buttons for dark home theater rooms, and the microphone button is moving from the side straight to the prominent front glass trackpad, signaling that Apple wants you interacting with their new AI ecosystem constantly. When it comes to the physical aesthetics and the final pricing structure, this is where early buyers need to brace themselves. Visually, the 2026 Apple TV will look identical to the current model, retaining the same minimal, black, square circle plastic shell. Apple is not wasting their budget on external cosmetics. They are putting every single dollar directly into the internal silicon chips. However, the upcoming price tag is expected to create some friction. Our final verdict? Do not fall for the current retail sales. Buying the older model today means paying top dollar for technology that is already fundamentally obsolete for the future of Apple's ecosystem. By waiting for the 2026 release, your investment nets you a flagship 3nm processor, a built-in AirTag tracking remote, a next-generation Wi-Fi 7 router upgrade, and a complete smart home hub infrastructure packed into a single device.